Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Well, actually, it's aka Ari Wrath, as I am on my Zero to Hero account, and I'm currently in my small hangar. He only has a small hangar because he only has a cutter. So today, I just want to talk about, well, play a bit of 324. It is now open to all backers on the PTU, so everybody has access. If you want to, you have to copy your account over to the PTU. I advise checking it out, but if you want to just wait for live, that's fine, of course. I am loving it. It is such a great patch, and so far things are going pretty smoothly for me. Also, I have been able to... So I started out with nothing, literally nothing. I got rid of all my 15 million PTU cash, and went out looting at Astor's Clearing, got into a little scuffle with the Copian dogs there, and so did a lot of the residents of Astor's Clearing. So I managed to loot quite a bit of stuff. We got those flares. We got this. Sometimes the only way to tell what's inside these boxes is to kind of just grab it and look. And you can see that's a little mask. That's a helmet. And then over here, I've got a few weapons. Managed to pick up... Well, that was my normal pistol. Got a Coda 50 cal, which is great for taking out Copian, provided you can get the hit. A couple of grenades as well. This full outfit, in fact. This full outfit I managed to find at Astor's Clearing as well. And a couple of weapons. Some ammunition for those weapons. And a couple of multi-tools, but they don't have any attachments, so I'm hoping to find a tractor beam attachment. That's the arc light ammunition. Right, I think in my ship, let me just go and have a look. But yeah, this is the small hangar, by the way, at Microtech. So you get quite a bit of space, especially in the corners. Even for a small hangar, it's not too bad. You only get 120 SEU, max capacity for the for the freight elevator. I haven't found any cargo yet. And then you get that little area there. Now, so far, the box, well, that one was jittering a bit, but all the items that I've placed seem to be staying quite static, and they don't jitter around. Although, those tables over there were props already there. They're not pieces of furniture that I've bought and placed, so that might still happen. This has become uninteractable. Oh, I can move it now. Excellent. I'm going to leave this in here as like a quick access box, because I don't know if it'll persist, but it can become unresponsive for picking up. So what I'm going to do is just place it here, I think, if I can. Oh, that opens it up. Whoops. I can drop it. I mean, that's all right down there. That's actually worked out quite nicely as a little tiny loot box for putting stuff. That is a loot box that I picked up from Astor's Clearing. You can kind of grab them and move them around, but they're getting a bit fiddly, so I wouldn't advise it. But yeah, I have got a C-54. I've got plenty of C-54 ammunition on me. I also looted that from Astor's Clearing. Is this empty? Oh no, I've found a lot of this as well at Astor's Clearing, which I'm not too fussed about selling straight away, because I'm only going to get a little bit for it. But I've got a pair of gloves and overalls. That's what I was wearing before. Some more clothing, my undersuit and armor, helmet that I've got just in case. Why is that saying 80% full when there's nothing inside? Interesting. And then in the front, I've just got my... Oh, that was a pistol I found. I'll take that. I don't favor those versus the other ones. And then the C-54 there, which I will take. But so far, this is kind of an off-grid... Not really off-grid, because I'm coming back to my hangar and using it as a base of operations for gathering and storing stuff. But I suppose I'm just seeing what organic gameplay there is around, seeing what I can find, because although it's still on the PTU, which means there are less people playing, so less history being made. It's not been up for that long. Once it's gone to live, and give it a week, there's going to be a ton of things to loot and find and gather, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me just place this over here. This is my weapon table. So that is what I'm really looking forward to. But for now, I just wanted to show why I feel this current build, or 324 in its entirety, is just an amazing patch. I am loving this, having a place to kind of come back to and display things. So when I come out and I think, right, I've got a mission to do, I can just, let me just put that away if I can. Screw it, I'll just store it. If I know what mission I'm doing, I can be like, right, I'll grab this one because I'll need it, and I'll grab a grenade or a pistol. Otherwise, I can just leave them there and get on with my mission. What I'm going to do today is a mixture of organic gameplay, so reacting to the stuff that I find around. But I've taken a permission here. Now, this is for, I'll track that one. This is for 7 standard cargo units of quartz. I believe it's going to be in 1 SEU boxes. And this is an entry-level mission now. This is the first mission, an opportunity where originally they were 4K, 4,000 UEC. Now they're 13,000, nearly 14,000 alpha UEC for an entry-level mission. I don't know if it's too much. 4K certainly felt a little too little, but you are being introduced to the company, and then you unlock hundreds more. But for now, I'm going to try and see if I can do this by... I don't think I'll be able to pick it all up, because of course I've only got a cutter. But what I can do... I do need a tractor beam, though. Let me just grab this. Maybe I can buy one. I'll buy one from Port Tressler, because a tractor beam attachment, because I don't think I'm going to find an actual tractor beam at this time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Port Tressler, try and load up as much as I can. Now, I only have, technically, 4 SEU in the back here. But I feel like I'll be able to put all 7 in. We can get 4 right there. Maybe 1 there, 2 here. Maybe not, but I can at least put it here. I can get all 7 with this ship. If I can't, I don't think it's going to be a problem, because I believe the intention is you're supposed to be able to... Oh, I've got my mug of coffee there as well. You're supposed to be able to come back and pick up so many, and then travel off and pick up, the rest later on. You don't have to complete it all in one go. But we may test it. We'll see. But yeah, and then while I'm at the Grey Cat distribution center, I'm gonna see if I can loot some ships there that are left. Because now, like for example, on my ship, if my ship, for whatever reason, was left and I claimed it on insurance, that could be a death, it could be a bug, it could be anything, which does happen. Whoever comes on board will not just see these items, they will also have access to all of this. All of these items in here, because this is now shared with everybody. And that means that if I go around and find someone else's ship, I will be able to loot their gear. Now, I leave owned ships alone. If it's still owned, still not claimed on insurance, I'm not going to touch it, because I don't want someone doing that with mine. It's not really fair. So I don't do anything with owned ships. I only see if they're unowned. And if they are, then I will loot away. So I feel like I am truly loving 324. And I feel like it's just going to help blossom with the kind of gameplay that I love so much, which is the off-gridding style, organic, reacting to everything that's going on. There is so much to enjoy in this patch. Aside from them reverting back to the kiosk UI, that's a shame. Really rips you out of the immersion of it, but never mind. I'm sure they will come up with a better solution later on, or a joint solution where those who want that UI can have it, those who want the proper kiosk UI can have that too. But yeah, for now, we're just going to head up to Port Tressler. We're going to gather this cargo, so I'll come back once we have landed in the hangar and we can see what we can do with the cargo. Right, there we go. What I will probably need to do now is just go and get a tractor beam attachment, because, as I say, I don't have an actual attachment to it. I picked up 2 of these on characters, neither on you know, NPCs, and neither of them had an actual tractor, any attachment of any kind. So let me go do that fast, and then we will be back. So it just occurred to me that the tractor beam attachment, it costs money, and I have 0. Well, I have 2 now, actually, because I sold an empty bottle of cruise. But I need 320 Alpha UEC to buy the attachment. So what I'm going to do is head to the admin office. In fact, let me head to the armor spot, because I think I will be able to sell my medic, should be able to sell these here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to sell some gear. Now, these actually are not, they don't cost more money at, or they're not worth more, sorry, at medical centers at this time, which is a shame. But yeah, it means I'm going to have to offload my gems that I looted, the dollar vine and whatnot, for a little less than I should. Which is a real shame. I don't think there's any difference to going inside or being out in there. I think they're the same thing, aren't they?
Hiya.
Hello. So, we have... Oh, no, wait. This... Oh, no, I can, yeah. So, Arthurcam... Oh, I've got a Copian horn, but they're not saleable, and he didn't want them. In my cutter, though, I do have this. 142 there. I don't even know if this is... Oh, they're not buying it. Wait, what? Oh, I've got to load it. Okay, so I've got... Of course, they can't just take it out of my ship. So what I'm going to do is just quickly load the... I say quickly. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'll have to... Oh, I can just gather it into my pockets, can't I? This might take a while. But I'm going to try and go and get all of the gems that I have. Find a way to put them, to sell them, basically, because I think that's going to be the best bet of getting me that 320 that I need. I should just have enough to get a tractor beam. So yeah, join me back in a second once we've figured this stuff out. Come to think of it, I might have something that I can just sell straight off the bat. I don't think I can fit that in my pocket. Oh, I did find Mr. Turtle, actually, from the cargo deck. Here he is. Mr. Turtle. Let me find a nice home for him on my ship. I guess the only real spot for him is there, or I could put him in there. Shame he's facing the wrong way, mind, but there we go. There you go, Mr. Turtle. You stay there. That'll stop him escaping. So yeah, what have I got to sell? What I'm going to do is, instead of selling these gems for undervalue, I will see about putting these in the local inventory. Can I not just carry it? There we go. I'll put these in my local inventory and in the Port Tressler inventory, and then I should be able to sell them, I hope, at Kasaba. I don't know if they're taking any offers on them, but what I'll do is I'll just run some stuff into the inventory so I've got it here. No, I can put it in the box, can't I? Such a shame they changed this back. I understand people don't want to be going around, you know, around the houses to do this, but it was so much nicer. So much nicer the way it was. Hopefully they'll find a good alternative for that. Right, I'll be back in a sec. And there we go. So, we have... That's backup. I'm hoping I can sell them and get enough for buying a tractor beam, but that's a backup. I should be able to sell that, and that should be more than enough to buy the tractor beam. So, let's go do that now. Right, let's see what we can get for this gear. So the helmet is more than enough to cover the cost there. So what I'm going to do is not do that yet. I'd rather keep the helmet. But if I go to Kasaba, the clothing store, I'll see if they'll buy any of that clothing that I have. So, sell. Okay. Yeah, I'll sell that. I can find... I found this on a body of someone else, so... that will get me the amount to buy the tractor beam, which I don't think they sell it here, unfortunately. I've got to go to the cargo depot. But that's good. That's got me the amount to do that, and I can probably get some food as well while I'm here. And then we can get to loading this cargo. Man, I love the physicality of all this stuff. It really brings it to life. Makes things feel so much better. Right, now we have everything sorted, we can get the boxes, but first you need to lower the lift. There we go. Now we have 7. You can split them, but I'm just going to pull them all up, see what we have. Yeah, so they're all in one standard cargo unit boxes. For some reason the boxes are different, even though they're all quartz. Oh no, they're not different. I think it's just the lighting. So, we're going to see how many we can get in the cutter. Maybe all of them, but if not, it's a good test to see if we can split the delivery. And they said that we should be able to, so I could take 4 down, come back for the other 3, and do it that way. Oops, I just put it away. So let's try and drag... well, we'll drag 6 out. I think we should be able to fit them all in. It'll just... oh, they've decreased the range. I'm happy about that, actually. 50 meters always felt a bit too far. What's it at now? 20. No, I'm actually quite happy about that. It felt a bit weird that you could move it 50 meters for such a small box. Oh, sorry, for such a small tractor beam. They've also slowed down the speeds at which it rotates and things. That actually feels quite nice. So I'm going to start with the good old cargo bay. It's a bit dark back here. Are the lights off? Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the sound. I think that'll do. And then that one, the final one, we can move and box myself in. And still actually get past. Look at that. This cutter. Absolute beast. Plenty of room. Right, let's get on our journey. What I'll do is I'll just put my tractor beam on here. Hopefully the turtle's alright. Need to come up with a name for that turtle. I'll leave that to you lot in the comments. So now we've got to go to Grey Cat. Now the reason why I decided to take on a mission to go to a DC is because I was planning to go to a DC anyway. Shields. There we are. So it kind of made sense that I just take on a mission to go there. It'll... oh boy. It'll unlock many more missions. And hopefully we can find some interesting things there, because this is, for me, one of the greatest patches we have had. Although it was supposed to come in 3.2.3 and then 3.2.3.2. Whatever. It's in 3.2.4. It's coming into life, I would say, by next week. And what it has just elevates the game so much more. Just the physicalization of the inventory is such a big win. Not to mention the hangars, having a place to call our own, and... Oh, do we have to go to MicroTech first? Yeah, looks like we might do. Yeah, having the hangars where we can display everything we find and actually see it, and the physicalized cargo, and the more people running cargo means more potential things to find. That had me worried for a second there. There is so much to this patch that just really takes it to that next level, and I am loving it. I just can't wait to go out exploring, finding things like today. Hopefully we can find some really good gear, get ourselves kitted up. Ignore that unclaimed cargo warning. That has been a bug from Eva Catty phase, in fact, where it just continuously does that. I don't know if it's to do with the cargo grids, maybe? Right, coming down. So far, no ships. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's Nightmare in a Drake Corsair. Right, as we're coming closer, let's get into SEM mode. We've got another ship there. A Nomad. Interesting. It'll be very cool to see if we see cargo strewn around, just in case someone had a bit of an accident. Oh, that's in the air. That's kind of a no-go for me.
Landing gear down.
Not seeing anything else, not seeing any cargo anywhere. But then it hasn't really been long enough for that kind of stuff to happen. Should do it.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
So, yeah, we just got to load this all off into there. Let's get it off my ship first. There we go. Right, let's get this taken down. Or sent down, and then that... Oh, loot box there. Nice. There we go. Confirm. 7 SCU, that should have done it. Let's just have a look in here. Ooh, nice, okay. And just do that, I'll take those arms. There we go, job complete, lovely. Let me get back inside where it's warm. So now if we check the contracts, you can see we have 45 new ones ranging in size. Ooh, that's a big amount. Size and price have been increased slightly to kind of give more. There are still some very small ones, which is interesting because I guess the entry-level one entices you in, which would have been around this much, and then you can do one with a little more SEU. That doesn't really make much sense. I mean, this first one for... what was it for? 14,094 SEU. I suppose the idea is you're supposed to be using bigger boxes, so you're not having to do as much moving around, or about the equivalent of, you know, one of these smaller missions. But then you've got this one, look, for 23,000. So there's definitely... things aren't quite accurate yet. So you could do... I guess there might be some danger there, but going to Devlin to pick up 7 for 23,000 versus Port Tressler for 9 SEU for 3,000 versus 14,000 for 94 SEU. There is definitely some oddities within this, whatever they, you know, the tool that they use. But anyway, I'm just going to have a little scoot around before I finish the video and just see if there's anything around places like Astor's clearing that I can... any items to loot or find or salvage. Well, not salvage, but... see what I can get so that when I go back to my hangar, I've got more stuff to display. Got some nice armor here, which is interesting. But yeah, loving this patch. It is, without a doubt, one of the best patches we've had because it just opens up so much more potential for everybody. As I said in one of my videos previously, one person taking on a mission, a hauling mission, a basic one, like what I've just done there, can have a lot of incremental effects on the verse in an organic way, because I could, via a bug or pirate or just negligence, just like get destroyed or you know, strew my cargo everywhere. I could wind up having to respawn my ship, and this one becomes salvageable, leaving a lot of stuff behind. So one thing can impact a lot of areas. We'll just quickly check it out. I haven't found anything yet, but we'll check it out quick and then head back to the hangar and just unload what we have. Once this patch goes to live and more people are playing it than what they are now, there is going to be a ton of stuff to find after, you know, say a week of playing, because people will lose their ships and so forth, and cargo will get lost due to bugs and pirates and negligence, as I say. Can we get it there? Oh, we got a loot box by the looks of things. No, nothing. A nothing box. This would be a great place for a Copian attack. Yeah, right now there are no interior spaces to these buildings, but they did say on StarCitizen Live when they were showing them off that they could add them, or they will add them eventually to certain ones. So we've got turrets mounted in certain places, Gatling gun turrets. There's plenty they can do with these, not to mention just pick up and drop-offs, because these are the same sorts of outposts that you find at distribution centres. So plenty of scope for these. Just another addition to points of interest planet side. There's some interesting aspects. But yeah, so unfortunately we've not really found anything organically today. But that's not to say that we won't in the future. Let me just head back to the hangar, get unloaded, and then we'll end it there, I think. There we go. That is the end of that one. We completed the mission, which is good. It went swimmingly, very smoothly, no problems at all. Didn't really find any ships that I could take things from or loot, but that, for me, is something that's going to be an ongoing thing, where I might find something worth taking, I might not find anything at all. And that's the joy of it. I'm ecstatic for this patch. It's been a long time coming for us all, and it is finally here. Well, it's not finally here, it's still in the PTU, but I feel like this next week, if nothing else rears its ugly head, it'll be going to live, and that will be such a joy. Let me go get Turtle. We need Turtle to be out here. There he is. He's got his new home. With his weird moving eyes. Freaky. So what I'm going to do now is just probably grab this box, take it into my ship and unload all of that apherite or dollarvine, whatever it is, put it into the inventory so that I've got it here, and then just get tidied up, settled down, ready for the next day. But if you enjoyed this video, please do a major favor and hit that subscribe button. Let me see if I can grab this, see if it'll work. Yeah, no. It's not wanting to. It's bugging out again. Oh well, we won't do that. Do come and follow me over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother. There is always a lot of fun to be had there with what I'm getting up to. Doing a lot of this stuff, doing a lot of multi-crew stuff as well. And with 324 on the horizon, we will be doing a ton more of that, even more so. The link is in the description below. You're all more than welcome, regardless of whether you're new to Star Citizen or a veteran backer. It makes no difference. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. It does the channel a big favour. And tick that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live. A big thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for the support. Hang on. That might be a thumbnail there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.